True Sound Studios is in your ears.
Hey guys, welcome back to True Sound Studios. I'm Weezna, and today I want to show you a mastering session that I just recently did for the artist Poykin for his song Eyeteaqueue. So before we get into this video, go ahead and check the description box down below. I've listed all my mixing and mastering rates if you would like to get your song mixed or mastered here at True Sound Studios, as well as I included all of the links to the artist and the song, so you can go ahead and check out this song even further after this video. So mastering is a process where now the mix has been done, and it's an opportunity for somebody else like myself to listen to the song and maybe fix a few small issues that are in the particular track. In this song in particular, there are a couple sibilant issues going on with the vocal, mainly in the hook and the chorus. We could use a little bit of widening. There's a lot of mono elements in this song, and just to spread it a little bit more, clean up a little bit of the low end, which seems to always be an issue, and then obviously just prepare it mainly to be put onto the streaming platforms. So a quick note, I did use a few pieces of analog gear that's not shown in this video. This video is really mainly based around the plugins that I use to kind of really correct some of the small issues that were in this song. Okay, so let's get into this video and let me show you guys what I did. So let's just real quick listen. I'm going to keep all the plugins off except for the limiter plugins, just to try to keep, you know, the volume of this whole video the same. And then right here, this is where the sibilant issues come in. I'll point them out. So those are the things that I want to obviously correct to make this track just even better. So the first plugin I got on here is just a meter. It's not doing anything, so no need talking about it. Second plugin, I guess, is the Soft Tube Weiss DS. This plugin is amazing at grabbing the de-essing frequencies, but not messing up the whole track. When you're doing the de-essing here in the mastering phase, it gets a little tricky because you don't want to destroy all the brightness of the track, and you got to be really particular. This is amazing because we got two different parameters, two different kind of de-essers that we can work with. So take a listen to with this on now. And then with it off. I mean, those are aggressive. So this plugin is doing a really amazing job at really trying to reduce those particular frequencies. As you can see here, I actually have it automated just to help adjust a little bit more, be a little bit more aggressive in those parts. And though it's taking away a little bit of the brightness, we're going to add that back a little later on. Right now, we're kind of in the control it phase. So the next plugin on the control it part is this Waves C4. I only have the one band engaged, so just this band here. We're just kind of working with the mid-high frequencies, based kind of around that 4K. Somewhere that's going to be grabbing those sibilant problems. So if we just take a listen with this on. And then if we take it off. So you can hear this is really helping to even reduce that a little bit more. We're also controlling the vocal now a little bit more. Now these vocals are mixed really well. Because they get a little bit stereo-y and because of this effect, it doesn't hurt to help control these just a little bit more to make sure that we can really make it a focus of the track. So if we listen to that part right before the chorus. So it's not doing much. It's actually kind of reducing the knock of the kick drum a little bit. But I like it. I like what it's doing, especially in that hook. So the next plugin we have is the OEC Sound Soothe. Now I do have Soothe 2, but for this particular track, I only had Soothe 1, so let's keep it honest here. And so this is really going to be aiming those sibilant issues still in the chorus. And because of some of the vocal effects that he used, they have some weird resonant points that we're actually going to take out a little bit later on as well, actually in the next plugin. So this is just helping to do a little bit more of that. So definitely even more controlled, and this is without it. So this is an amazing plugin. If you guys haven't checked this out, please. OEC Sound Soothe. Soothe 2 came out, I don't know, a couple months ago. It's amazing. Amazing plugin. Really great at helping to correct problems. So now I'm going to pull up this EQ. This is the Waves Q8. So it's just their plugin that, you have 8 different frequencies, bands you can work with. These are particular resonant frequencies. What I'm going to do is kind of like boost them, and you'll hear the problem that I'm hearing, and then I'm just trying to reduce it a little bit. I'm not pulling this out, 18 dB. I'm just reducing it a little bit. So I'm going to pick, let's go a little further back in the song. I'm just going to boost them and then pull them back down to where I had them. So you can hear that one. That's actually like really ringing. So you can hear that one. That one I hear the most when I listen to this track. That's almost like a room frequency. It sounds like in his vocal. That one's just terrible. And then this last one is really kind of once again focusing back on that vocal again. So this one I'm just going to take on and off. So I know we're taking out a little bit of that vocal clarity, especially at where it's at like 2800 hertz. But it's helping to control the vocal so that after we start to boost some of the brightness, it doesn't get out of control. So let me just play you the entire plugin, engaged and disengaged. I think it's really easy to hear it help out the vocal, that EQ. And then the next thing we're going to put on here is this is the Plugin Alliance by Brainworks. It's the Alicia Alpha compressor. And really I'm doing nothing with this compressor except adding some of the soft clipping. Usually we'll use like some sort of tape machine emulation, but I couldn't make it sound the way I wanted, so this actually worked out really nice. And then the hook. What's nice about this is we're starting to saturate some of those frequencies. That helps kind of break them apart in a way, so that they're just not as annoying to listen to. And remember, the mastering phase is we're picking up on small little minute details. We're not trying to remix the whole track. Okay, this is mastering, so it's small little things. So the next thing is this is the Waves SSL bus compressor. Now in the actual the mastering project, I used my Audioscape actual analog unit, but because it's really difficult for me to get this in and do all this screen recording, I just opted to use the same settings in this plugin. It sounds slightly different, but you guys will still get the same point. So this, we're going to definitely listen to the hook of the song on this one. And then with it off. Now, me personally, I love what the SSL does. We're adding a little tightness. It slightly narrows the track just a little bit, but what it does to the punchiness of the drums and just the drum sound, I love it. It's one of my favorite sounds. And also, I know it so well that I feel like I can always add a little bit more punchiness that we sometimes lose from all this processing. And then I guess the second last plugin here is the Waves Pultec, the Poykin. So this, I don't always do this much processing with something like this. Usually it's just a little bit of boost at 8 or 10K. But in this particular song, I kind of started to get in a little bit of the low end. So let's take a listen to what this sounds like. So what I'm doing here, if you've never used one of these EQs, I'm boosting some 10K, and then I'm alternating or turning down a little bit of the 20K. There's really not much up there. And then with the low end part of it, the 60 Hertz, I'm boosting and cutting, and it creates this interesting curve that just, I don't know, it just sounds really good. So let's take a listen to this. So the brightness and some of the things we had to kind of squash to tame some of those frequencies, now we're bringing it back with this. And one of the last things now is now that we've really like corrected the track, right? We've fixed some of those small things that were wrong with it. Now it's really just about getting that track to be the overall correct level. And I'm just using one limiter. I know some people think you got to like stack a whole bunch of limiters. This is one of my favorite limiters. I have others, but this is definitely one of my favorites. You can see I have a lower cut ceiling because I'm using some of the analog gear at the end chain that isn't in this video. Maybe we can do that in a separate video talking about some of the analog processing. But you'll see we're taking about almost 3 dB of limiting going on, but I don't know, with this plugin, it's so transparent, and what it does is just really amazing. So let's once again get to the hook of this chorus, and I'll turn it on and off. You know, that's just a quick overview of how I approach mastering these days. Once again, I'm not trying to totally reinvent their mix, okay? I'm supposed to be fixing the small things that are wrong with it, addressing issues, taking care of some of the things that I hear to make a really good sounding track that when it gets translated onto small speakers, studio speakers, home theater speakers, earbuds, Bluetooth speakers, that it all sounds really good. And when I say that, I use all 5 or 6 pairs of speakers in the studio to listen to what the track's going to sound like before it has been fully mastered and it's fully done, so that I know how well it's going to translate onto any other playback system. Okay, so now that you guys have seen the whole process, now let's go ahead and just listen to the unmastered and mastered track. Hey guys, so thanks for watching this video. Now, once again, if you guys do want to get your track mastered here at True Sound Studios, my contact info and the pricing is down below in the description box. Go ahead and check that out. I do have another package. Let's say you really just want the mastering, but you're not really sure you've done the mixing part totally correctly. I have a package where it's a mix review with mastering. So you mix your song as good as possible. You send it to me. I take a listen and give you some very, very specific details on what you should change in the mix so that we can make an even better master. You get those notes. You make your own mix changes to your song. When it's done, you send it back to me. At that point, it should be really ready for mastering, and then I go ahead and master your track. If you guys are interested in that, please send me an email. It's called the Mix Review with Mastering. It's a really amazing, very popular package, especially with people who don't want to spend the money it costs to have me mix their song. Anyways, guys, once again, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to check out True Sound Studios on Instagram. I post there every single day. It's also a really great way to get a hold of me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So thank you for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, click that like button and consider subscribing for more content. So not only do I make YouTube videos, but I also produce tracks and I can mix and master your music. So once again, thank you for watching this video. I'm Weezna, and True Sound Studios is in your ears.